today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Weston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Shoves him aside. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Rodgers. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Rodgers from last week. 20 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 2nd down now, Arrington. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Weston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weston. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 14. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Arrington. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down. Looking to throw. Weston. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weston. That's caught by Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Arrington. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fields. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This on 1st and goal. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Weston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants win. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodgers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On 2nd down now, Arrington. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, Rodgers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position. Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. On first down, Rodgers. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard. He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark. Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Weston over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Arrington. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Weston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Watson on 1st down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. From the 41, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Watson looks to throw again. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. The Saints trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And it's the visiting Washington football team who have the lead in that one. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Weston got his man complete over the middle. It's Potter. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. But when I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Weston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. Weston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 35 on second down, Watson. They'll roll him out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first down. Weston, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Weston. He gets it complete to Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking to throw. Weston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Good job.
New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Here's Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
$13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw. Weston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Arrington, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down and 4. Looking to throw. Weston. It's caught by Jackson. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Secondary now for the Giants on third down. Back to throw. Weston bringing it in. Jackson left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. On first down, Watson. He hits Rodgers in the flat, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Gets past one man. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a first down throw. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 38, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Off play action. Weston. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Again, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And it's caught. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw. Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Yancey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Yancey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.